Ooh, lift that one up. Ooh, that's a nice one, guys. Let me tell you, I've never been here before, guys. I've never fished this. Look at this crappie. Look at that beautiful fish, guys. Amazing. Let's get that fish back in the water. Look how choked that bait is. Look how choked it is. That 1 1/4 inch is down in his belly, guys. Man, I'd have a stringer going right now. Get that one back. Just an ice flasher, 1 1/4 inch Bobby Garland, itty bit swimmers, and a 1/32 ounce jig head. Slower rate of fall. Itty just chew that stuff up, guys. They just eat the heck out of it. Now here's something I've never shared before, but when I thread these itty bit swimmers, they're really small, so they don't thread onto the jig head very well. So what I'll do is I'll stick it through the hook, run it down through there, let it come out the back end there, and I'll just butt it up to the lead. That's all I do. It makes it straight, it makes it swim true, and the crappie just don't seem to mind. I've caught all my fish this morning doing just that. If you do thread it onto that lead, it gives that profile a cumbersome, unappealing look, in my opinion. I just don't like how it looks when I thread it all the way up the lead, so I just stop right there. I've been doing this for quite a while and it does not seem to affect the bite. Alright guys, this might be one of the last ones of the day. I think we pulled about a dozen out, guys. Anywhere from that, oh, smallest one is probably 8, but like these are probably all 10-inch fish averaging, and upper end being 12. I tried putting a chartreuse on just to see if they would react to that chartreuse, just to get a reaction, but they really want that really natural color. So what I think is happening is there are crappie just at bottom over there, but as it breaks out into deeper water, these crappie are at the same depth, just kind of suspending over that deeper water, and they're just coming up and feeding on these shad that are just above them. So that is a school of crappie down there, and above them are the shad. So it's really cool how if you just spend some time and be patient, you kind of paint a visual picture of what's happening underwater. It's really neat. I think that's exactly what's going on here. Crappie are just off a break, suspending and feeding on these shad just above them. I have to say that was a really good first attempt for crappie, guys. I couldn't be happier, as you can tell by my little smile I have on my face. That was really fun. I found that those fish were relating to a break just by working that flasher down the dock. I could get depths, I could see how those bait fish were relating, what depths those bait fish were, what those shad were doing, and then I could easily start to paint a picture and get an idea of how those crappie were feeding just under those balls of shad on a break. So that's how we were catching them. That is the picture that I painted using my electronics. Typical setup, 4-pound line, ultralight rod, reel, and then we also had on our 1/32 ounce jig head. Like I said a million times in my itty bit swimmers, guys, they just work. They're incredible crappie catchers. They just eat the crap out of it, whether they are thumping it or whether they just come up and nose at it and slowly take it into their mouth. The itty bit swimmers get it done, guys. Or any similar small plastic lure that is minnow shaped. It doesn't have to be an itty bit swimmer, just a small profiled plastic bait. That ice flasher though, guys, and those light action rods, they just get it done. That ice flasher is incredible for just helping you fine tune those fish. Crappie are known to be very picky, so having an ice flasher with me really helped me gauge those fish, their temperament, really helped me pick off a couple more of those picky fish. Great trip. I'm so excited to get out again here for maybe 1 or 2 more trips if I'm lucky. I'll see you guys soon. Peace. Staying on them, just bouncing around. Another beautiful crappie there. I don't know how well we can see it. Beautiful white crappie. They're all white crappie here at Lake of the Ozarks. I'm sure if you get to other arms of this lake, it's massive. There's blacks, but I'm only catching whites here. So we're gonna drop that fish back down there. Let him go, let him get bigger, get right back down there. And when these fish start getting shy to my lure, I just bounce to another boat slip. I just bounce to another spot, make that lure. I'm hoping that lure is fresh to these fish eyes, and then I pick more off, and I'll just bounce back and forth, give those fish a break, because they get smart to it fast. And you just kind of got to give them a breather. I'll just stop right above those fish, because if you drop it right to them, you'll spook them. So you just got to get it down to them, but you don't want to get them too irritated. There's another one right there. They spook them, so you just got to drop to them, but not right on them. Just stop about a foot ahead of them and let them come to it. Let them decide that they want it. But that 1 1/4 is getting the job done, guys. Always does for me. Doesn't matter what body of water I'm on. The 1 1/4 is the deal for crappie. Find bait fish, find some cover, find the depth these fish are at, and just knock it out of the park, guys. Amazing. So fun. Some good slabs in the mix too. I'm really impressed. Really happy with how this is going for never having done it before.